The most powerful story for me that really drives me every day to continue Kingdom Connectors is in a village named Pac Chin. It's a very small village we started ministering to about 4 years ago, and a missionary came to me and said, I really have a heart for this village. And we immediately partnered with him because it fit perfect into our model, what we were trying to do to reach the Mayan cities at their end of the road. They're forgotten about. No large church wants to go reach these small villages, and this is the heart of Kingdom Connectors. There was a gentleman, one of our missionaries went and visited. His name was Aleman Perez. And Aleman Perez was an alcoholic. He severely had abused his family, his children, to the point of they had left the home. And our missionary came in and Aleman was very sick, and the missionary came in and he said, I don't think your God can help me. And he said, but if he does, and he heals me, he said, I will quit drinking. I will repair the relationships with my daughters, and it's hard for me to tell this without crying. That I would repair my relationship with my daughters, and that I would live my life for him until I die. Our missionary prayed with Aleman. Aleman was completely healed, not only for his infirmity, but he was also healed in the spirit. His children seen a noticeable difference in his life. They immediately came home to their father. The father that day made a decision that he was going to serve the Lord with everything he had. And I got the pleasure of going back down 6 months later and baptizing Aleman, his wife, his two daughters, and just to see the hard work that this missionary went out. If we'd have never said yes to that missionary, if we'd have never partnered with that missionary, this man would have never been able to have his family restored, but also be promised eternity. I was down last year and I was meeting with Brother Daniel, the missionary there, and he said, we were kind of doing an annual review. And he told me, he said, Brother Chris, he said, I have an update on Brother Aleman. And I was so excited to hear it because he touched my heart so much. And he told me, he said, Brother Aleman wanted me to give you this very specific message. And I said, okay, what is that? He said, he wants to let you know that this time he is dying. There is no hope. And he said, but he wanted me to tell you this. He doesn't have any fear. Until he dies, he's going to tell everyone he knows about Jesus. He said, but most important, tell Brother Chris, thank you so much for sending me so that he could have the hope of Jesus Christ. And for me, in the moments you get discouraged, in the moments you think, why did God call me to do this? In that moment, Aleman Perez is the reason that I get up every day and do it, and for the hundreds of other stories just like him. He has encouraged me so much. Since Brother Aleman passed away, and it was a sad moment for all of us, but what he did in that community, not only was he saved, but now whole villages are getting saved because of the testimony that he's brought to this community. His last words were in a hospital. He was reading his Bible. He was telling every nurse about Jesus and how excited he was to get to go meet him. And he told his son that day, son, everything I've worked for is yours. Everything. He said, but one piece of property I want you to set aside for God, and I want you to give it to Kingdom Connectors. And his brother, his son at the time wasn't saved, who since has become saved through the story of his father. And his son said, I'm going to honor my father's commitment, and I'm going to make sure that we build this church here. And today, we're going to partner with his son in Aleman's memory. And I told him, don't let Aleman's memory go unnoticed. We have such momentum in this village now because they've seen such a powerful transformation. And I want to make sure that we use this story because it can not only transform Pac Chin, Mexico, it not can only transform Aleman's life, but it could transform us in the United States and other families all across the world because of one man that just believed in Jesus so much. And he took that risk to fall in love with him and to believe in him. And now so many people are being saved because of what he did. And if that's the one thing that we've done, it was worth everything I've done for the last 5 years if it were just for that one man. Because through him, thousands are going to be saved.